Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here at Money 2020 in Amsterdam. Joining me now in the press lounge is Natalie Rosman from Bank of America. Natalie, lovely to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Really excited to be here.
Really good to have you on and in the press lounge away from the hustle and bustle of the busy Money 2020 event. And on the floor, I know a lot of banks and fintechs will be talking because there's a lot of opportunity there for partnership, isn't there? And that's really where I want to start. How are global banks, such as yourself, working with fintechs, and how is this developing the payments industry? Let's start there.
Yeah, it certainly is a busy floor out there. For us, innovation is key to our DNA. We're always focused on how can we improve our service for our customers, how can we bring new innovations to the market, and how can we make our business easier for our customers. And from our perspective, innovation and fintech collaboration really go hand in hand. Fintechs are just able to bring new technologies to the market, maybe a little bit quicker than we could do if we would build that in-house. And we're really trying to leverage that new technology, cutting edge technology, but ultimately combining that with our years of experience of servicing our customers. I think a great partnership that we struck with a fintech here is Banked. You might have heard of them. So Banked have a world-leading API network that they use from an open banking perspective. We use that now to bring open banking payments to our e-commerce clients. So something that we are incredibly proud of, incredibly excited about, and something I think that the market will hear more about.
Sure, a very positive note to begin on. I know last time we spoke, you were more on the treasury side, weren't you? And now
yes,
you've moved into merchant services, which we don't speak about enough. So let's talk a bit more about that. What is merchant services? What does it entail? And why should companies consider implementing those solutions as part of their payment processes? An interesting one.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting, and having come from that treasury background, I'm now seeing merchant services being more and more used also in the treasury space. So when we talk about merchant services, I think a lot of people think about card acquiring, but it enables so much more and it encompasses so much more. So we also look at the technology you need to connect your website ultimately to the payment process, which is the gateway. We look at fraud solutions, keeping payments safe, but equally also look at the whole infrastructure behind your online payments, making sure you think about foreign exchange, about global models versus local models. So there's a lot ultimately under merchant services, and what we're seeing is that businesses are increasingly selling more online, either through a marketplace or they're directly deciding to go to customers rather than maybe through a distribution model. A lot of that changes the dynamic, and that's where we're seeing that merchant services are being pulled more and more into the remit of the treasurer. So that's something that we focus on a lot, and I have to say it's a very interesting and dynamic space, and great to bring treasurers along on that journey to help them get up to speed with what they need to know.
All right, so watch this space, expect a lot of change there as well. All right, interesting. And last time we also spoke about diversity within the payments industry, and as always, this is a really big discussion at a lot of our industry events, Money 2020 included. But what do you think banks and fintechs can do then to sort of support and encourage that diversity?
I mean, one of the things I notice when I'm walking around here, Money 2020 versus maybe 5 years ago, it feels a lot more diverse already. I think we've made a lot of changes over the last 5 years. Clearly, there's still a lot more to do and a long way to go. I think Bank of America are doing a really good job when it comes down to embracing a diverse workforce. So we've got a very diverse board in our GTS business. Around 50% of the people on our floor are female. Yeah, I think at the top of the house you need something more focused and structured, whether it's looking at looking at diverse candidates for senior roles, whether it's further structuring board level. So I think there's a lot to be done still at the top of the house, but I'm encouraged with what I'm seeing, and I really hope that we continue to see this trend evolve.
Brilliant. Well, Natalie, as you can hear, it's getting busy again in the press lounge.
Yes.
So I'll let you get back to the event, but thank you so much for sharing your insights. As always, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks so much, Hannah.